If you are looking to get dinner done fast, sometimes it's best to prepare some items early.
Yeah, Feed Your Family Tonight founder and family dinner coach Mariefiebach joins us back in studio with part 2 in a sort. Marie, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing so well, Shane. It's so nice to be here. Yes, so last week we made enchilada sauce on air, and this is the actual sauce I made on air last week. I put it in my freezer, and if you notice, I left some space at the top of this jar because if you are freezing a mason jar, the liquids will expand and you do not want the glass to break. So this is actually not the whole batch of the sauce because one batch will usually make about 2 pans of enchiladas. And today we're gonna take that sauce and we're gonna turn it into chicken enchiladas. And this is really simple. This is just quick and easy dinner. You're gonna just put a little bit of that sauce at the bottom of your pan, and then you're gonna just take and put a little sauce on top of a tortilla, and I usually put about 2 spoonfuls of sauce on top of the tortilla and just kind of spread it around. And then I'm gonna add chicken. Now this chicken I cooked in the Instant Pot. If you put in chicken breasts with a little bit of salt and a little bit of water in the Instant Pot and cook them for, if they're raw chicken breasts, 7 minutes in your Instant Pot and they're done.
I need to do that.
And, or you could just use a rotisserie chicken. So this is, you know, super, super simple, lots of shortcuts. And then I add just a little bit of cheese in the center. And my family's kind of weird about cheese. They don't like too much. Then I just fold each enchilada over and I put it seam side down. This recipe is going to make about 10 enchiladas.
Okay.
And that's one 9x13 pan. And the sauce, again, there's enough sauce for 2 9x13 pans. Now, when I do this, I like to just make up 2 pans and put one in the freezer.
Amen.
And I sometimes cook it before I put it in the freezer. Sometimes I don't cook it before I put it in the freezer. It really, you can do either way. But as long as you're going through the work, you might as well just make 2 pans or keep the sauce in the freezer and you can have a pan without having to make the sauce the next time.
Yeah, but we just smell it from here. Like the secret of this is in the sauce. That's what allows you to let the rest of the dish be simple.
Exactly, exactly. You know, and I'm using flour tortillas, but you could use corn tortillas, you could use whole wheat tortillas, you could use keto tortillas. I mean, there's a lot of ways that you can adapt this. I mean, if you need it to be gluten-free, you'd have to change the sauce a little bit because there's gluten in the sauce, but you could use corn tortillas if you change the sauce a little bit. It's a real flexible dinner. Oh, onions, you know, and let's talk about onions because my children are a little bit picky.
It's a death sentence for the whole family.
They're not fans of onions, but I will sometimes saute a little onion on the side and put it in 1 or 2 for me.
Yeah.
Putting the onions straight in raw, sometimes they can still have that real raw flavor. If you're gonna put some onions in, I really recommend that you saute them for just a minute or 2 in a little bit of oil and then add them. If you wanted to make cheese and onion enchiladas, which might be my favorite kind,
so good.
you could totally do that with just onions and cheese or add a little chicken. You could even do ground beef. I've done these with ground beef. It's a real super fast and easy, flexible recipe. Once you have this in the pan, it's 20 minutes in the oven, and I pour whatever's left of the sauce on top and sprinkle it with a little cheese. Now, you could sprinkle it with a lot of cheese, or you could sprinkle it with just a little bit of cheese, and yeah, it's a fast and easy family meal.
Yeah, and always gonna make leftovers too. So
Absolutely.
There you go, you gotta look at it. Really simple, and the sauce itself is just a little bit more complex, but there's a video on your website as well and on cake.com that will take you through how to make the sauce.
Absolutely, and it's really, it only takes a couple of minutes.
Sure.
And that 2 minutes that you take making the homemade sauce just takes this to the next level versus the can. We've talked about sauce and that you make your own sauce.
You go buy the can at the store and it's a little can and it's maybe a couple bucks, but you can make this at home and it's so much cheaper. It tastes so much better. Just do it once. Just do me that favor. Do it once. You won't regret it. So.
And you can freeze it too. And use it anytime.
And then you can freeze it and use it anytime.
Cool, Marie. Hey, and we want you to share any emails or questions or anything that you may have for Marie, because she's always answering them as well, right here on Good Morning Cakeland and on her social media pages. You're all over social media, right, Marie?
I'm everywhere. Find me at Facebook, find me on Instagram, Feed Your Family Tonight. I'll get you to me, and I'm happy to talk with all the cake viewers.
Thank you so much for being here.